Did Miles Wei bold proposal break Shen Yue, or finally set her free? And why has she gone so quiet since that life-altering moment? And if you think silence means indifference, then stay right here, because what is unfolding behind the scenes is far more layered, far more emotional, and far more surprising than anyone imagined. And if you want to uncover what her heart is really wrestling with, do not click away, because the final revelation in this story might completely change how fans read every one of her next moves. The rumors began with absence. No posts. No playful comments. No behind-the-scenes selfies. No teasing updates from set. For someone usually warm and open with fans, Shen Yue's sudden retreat into quiet startled everyone. Timelines filled with questions. Is she overwhelmed? Is she avoiding the topic? Did the proposal shake her more than she let on? Did she already decide? Speculation piled up faster than facts. But those closest to her say the truth is not dramatic in the loud way. It is dramatic in the private way. The kind that keeps someone awake long after midnight. The kind that makes you stare at your phone and then place it face down on the table. Again and again. Inside a softly lit apartment not far from a studio complex, Shen Yue reportedly spent several evenings pacing near wide windows overlooking glowing streets. Scripts lay untouched on the sofa. A cup of tea cooled on the table. Her phone buzzed every few minutes. She did not answer. Friends had reached out. Managers wanted to talk. Producers asked if she was fine. And somewhere in the middle of all of that was the question everyone wanted her to resolve. Miles Wei. Those close to her say she was not avoiding the topic. She was drowning in it. Every choice felt enormous. Every path seemed to carry consequences that stretched far beyond romance. Accept and change everything. Decline and rewrite the future again. Ask for time and invite more noise. One friend later whispered. She kept saying, "I do not want to decide out of fear." That single sentence explains more than any headline. Because fear was everywhere. Fear of disappointing someone sincere. Fear of repeating old mistakes. Fear of choosing comfort when what she really needed was clarity. Fear of letting outside pressure steer her heart. Miles' Wei proposal had not arrived casually. It was thoughtful, planned, direct. He had not whispered. He had not circled. He had stepped forward with certainty. And certainty can feel heavy when you are still sorting out your own feelings. According to insiders, Shen Yue replayed the moment again and again in her head. What he said. How steady his voice was. How long he waited for her answer. The look in his eyes when she asked for time. She did not reject him. She did not accept. She paused. And in celebrity stories, that pause can be louder than any declaration. Some evenings she reportedly sat with a notebook open writing lists she never showed anyone. What she admired about him. What frightened her. What felt peaceful. What felt rushed. Where she saw herself in 2 years. 5 years. 10. Under each category, Miles' Wei name appeared more than once. Sometimes in ink. Sometimes crossed out. Sometimes circled again. That was the battle. Not between two people, but inside one. Friends who visited said she smiled, laughed, worked, but grew quiet when she was alone. One assistant described her standing on a balcony late at night, hair tied back, eyes unfocused, watching traffic lights change below. She is thinking. That assistant said. You can tell, because she forgets the world around her. Behind that silence was not confusion about him. It was fear about timing, about identity, about what happens when a private choice becomes public property. One person close to her put it bluntly. She does not doubt his sincerity. She doubts whether she is ready to step into the future he is offering. And that distinction matters. Because love is not just about affection. It is about alignment. And Shen Yue was measuring every angle. Miles Wei did not pressure her publicly. That only made the situation heavier. There were no statements.
No dramatic interviews.
No cryptic posts. Which fans interpreted in 100 different ways. He is waiting patiently. He is furious. He already knows the answer. He is pretending nothing happened. The truth, according to insiders, was quieter. He checked in through mutual friends, asked if she was okay, told people not to rush her. That restraint surprised many and complicated her emotions even more, because patience can feel like kindness, but it can also deepen the weight of expectation. One evening, Shen Yue reportedly met a longtime friend at a small restaurant far from usual hotspots.
No stylists, no cameras.
Just two people sharing noodles. She barely touched hers. Instead, she kept tracing the rim of her cup.
Finally, she said,
"What if I choose wrong?" Her friend answered, "You already are if fear is doing the choosing." That line stayed with her. Later that night, she wrote it down, circled it, underlined it, then stared at it for a long time. The days that followed were full of work. Table reads, costume fittings,
script discussion.
She threw herself into scenes, delivered lines with precision, focused hard enough to keep the questions quiet. But the quiet always returned afterward. In the car, in elevators, in empty dressing rooms, during long showers where no one could hear her sigh. She replayed conversations with Miles. Not just the proposal, but months of steady presence, supportive messages, check-ins after exhausting shoots, moments when he defended her privately, times he made her laugh when she least expected it. Those memories softened her. Then another thought would intrude. Am I choosing him, or choosing stability? Am I running from chaos, or towards safety? Am I ready, or just tired? That was the truth behind the silence. Not coldness, not strategy, but a woman refusing to rush a decision that would echo for years. Fans eventually noticed something small, a detail easy to miss. She liked a post, not about romance, not about weddings, but about choosing yourself before choosing anyone else. It stayed up only a few hours, then vanished. Screenshots did not. That single tap reignited speculation. But insiders smiled when asked, because that was the closest thing to a message she was willing to send.
For now.
So, where does Shen Yue truly stand?
Closer to yes. Closer to no.
Or still suspended in the space between? Those near her say she is leaning toward honesty above all else. Honest with herself. Honest with him. Honest about what she can and cannot promise right now. And that might be the bravest position of all. If you want to know what happened the night she finally agreed to meet Miles Wei again, what she practiced saying in front of a mirror before leaving her apartment, and which 3 words she refused to rehearse, then stay close because the next chapter of this story may finally turn silence into an answer.